Biggest takeaway is that there are other people who think like I do, who agree with me and have the courage to talk about these things. But also the common thread that ties everything together in the law. This thread of morality as an objective concept, and it fits with everything that I studied and I learned in law school. It's like it was behind the scenes the whole time, but nobody ever told me about it until I came here.
Natural law is something that so many of us just didn't learn in law school. That it was something that undergirded all of the legal content that we were learning, but it was something that was never expressed. It was almost like the ghost in the room that nobody was aware of. And I think that this is something that any lawyer who wants to think deeply about the law, they should be considering deeply and they should be instructed on it. And if there aren't opportunities for that in law school, things like this are a unique opportunity for us to get a theoretical basis for not only how the law expresses itself, but why we even do this project with the law.
You know, there's a lot of conservative educational opportunities out there that are just kind of like catechesis. It's just repeating the same thing over and over again, saying the same slogans about freedom and democracy in the American tradition. This is the rare fellowship that actually forces you to address what you mean by those things, gives you the tools to make arguments about how these things apply to current difficult circumstances. So you're actually forced to apply these principles to new and different contexts, including beyond what you might get in law school or even within most of the conservative movement. And I think given the challenges that people face these days, that's more important than ever.
Many of my assumptions have been challenged in ways that I didn't expect. My understanding has been deepened by the conversations in the seminar, in our sessions and outside of them, that has been really edifying for me.
You can go to Federalist Society conferences to learn about originalism. You can go to all kinds of other groups to learn about some of these secondary concerns that we rightly have as lawyers who care about our country. But the James Wilson Institute is doing something unique. This is a niche area, but it's the fundamental area. It is the area. Every single lawyer, every single person is engaged in the business of morality. And this is really unique. And so with limited time, being busy lawyers, being law clerks, being associates at firms, you have to choose. And I would tell people that you should choose the James Wilson Institute because it's really doing something that other places don't offer.
I would recommend this to anybody. Anyone who's a conservative, anyone who's religious, anyone who's going into the law, anyone who's been told they're crazy for what they believe, absolutely recommend coming here because this will give you a vocabulary that you're lacking. It'll help you find those words in the hard conversations with skeptics or people who doubt what you believe. It'll give you a chance to really explain yourself and prove this stuff is real.